think there's a solid class where there's lots of time magazines in the waiting room. I'm here with the gorgeous Matt. This is we're right here in the bosom of Applewood Heights, probably the most exclusive area in Greystones, of course. And you're I don't know how long you've been here now. The clinic. Is it
myself now? I believe it's 2 years here, but myself here I've been now about six months.
Okay.
So it's
well, we should say that there's a sort of a great work being done here, because what you're really aiming for is that those over 40 who just, it's so important to stay mobile, stay agile, and really most people just want to avoid, taking medicine for these things, and also surgery is all only really when necessary. You're kind of keen to sort of show that there's a lot of health benefits from how how your feet are treated, and how it can sort of basically keep you mobile and active well over your 40s. So, I mean, what is exactly the work that's done then? Because I don't know whether you whisper to the foot, whether you massage the foot.
the foot whisperer. Essentially here I'm, yes, my name's Matt Smith, and I'm a specialist here at the Greystones Foot and Ankle Clinic. Essentially what we do is, you nail on the head there, we said, so I work with people aged 40 plus, with foot and leg problems every day, just like you, to remain active and mobile, and to live free from painkillers and avoid unnecessary surgery.
I should ask, is there any reason or any proper excuse for a man to wear sandals? There really isn't, is there? I can't think of, there's no health benefits, and especially with socks. I think that's got to be. Is there any way we can outlaw that? Is there a way we can bring in some sort of?
I've been trying for years. No.
So I would imagine now, for those who would be sort of thinking, well, the eyes are the window to the soul. I think the feet are pretty much the map of everything in your whole body, because there is that incredible kind of ability for the feet to reflect on just about every part of your.
Definitely. Well, they're the furthest part away from your head, and so often they're the last to think about. But they're also to make first contact with the ground, so they take you everywhere, and they're very important. So you have to look after them.
In a way, the part of the body that gets the most work and the most abuse, as it were, and we just don't think about it because we're too busy thinking about our tummies or about our heart if we're if we're in trouble and all the rest. And so, in regard to for Joe and Joanna Sixpack, who may not know the place already, I mean, what would they expect when they come through the door now? If they feel that there's a, because I know you have on your website, which we'll put a link to, you can kind of get a full report on the benefits and what exactly would suit you and how this work. But did I hit the nail on the head when I said it was a massage kind of approach, or would there be? Is there what exactly goes on with the feet here?
In terms, it all depends on what you have. So I suppose the way in which we differ from a lot of practices here at the Greystones Foot Clinic is, well, number one is we get to the root cause of your foot issues. So we understand that maybe you've gone through various pairs of shoes and sandals, and perhaps maybe you've received orthotics or insoles or arch supports, and that you've either been told or you've learned to live with your foot and leg problems, but that doesn't have to be the case. So there are alternatives, and the main thing is get the diagnosis, and then we can form a plan afterwards on how to get you to achieve your goals.
I was noticing the fact that we're a very happy town, and we're very lucky to live where we live, and I noticed from about 8 till 9 till 10 o'clock, a lot of people around here kind of stagger a little bit on their feet. It's just when I go around housing estates and all that. Yeah. I don't know whether we can, if there's anything to be done for them, for those people. They seem to be a little bit of kind of unsteady on their feet. A lot of people around here at night time.
Across the country, not just in Grace.
Yeah, well, I should say now that it is somewhere that I know you have other branches. You guys obviously know what you're doing. It is a crucial part of it. I found myself now, I walk a lot with the beautiful Max, and we do like 3 or 4 hours a day. And one thing I realised once I started doing that is just how important your feet are to your overall feeling of well-being. But more than just obviously the actual feet, I was sort of stunned as I kind of went into it further, that you're pretty much dealing with the entire body, and you're dealing with your health, like from breathing onwards. Everything's sort of affected by how your feet are.
Well, that's it, and it's one continuous chain, and if your feet aren't right, often not much else is. So
going around barefoot, is that advisable, or is that a bad habit? I'll go halfway between habit and habit.
No, I wouldn't be advising it too much.
Rock and roll. Well, listen, we'll put all the links in. We'll keep people updated with what's going on down here. I know that over time there'll be different kind of promotions and all that, but certainly we'll let people know exactly what you're doing here. And the fact that you're right in the middle of town, really, you're just up here, as I said, at the bottom of Applewood Heights on number 1 Kindlestown Park, Kindlestown Road. It's Lower Kindlestown. It's kind of a great, because even if your feet are sore, you'll make it here pretty easy. Nice.
Not too far away.
Yeah, there we go.